Moondyne Joe, the man who wouldn't stay locked up. In the mid-1800s, Western Australia was a land of harsh punishment, iron discipline, and stone walls built to break men, but one man refused to stay broken. His name was Joseph Bolitho. John's history would remember him as Moondyne Joe. Born in Wales in 1826, Johns was transported to Australia as a convict. His crimes were minor, mostly theft, often food, committed to survive. He wasn't known for violence. What set him apart wasn't what he stole, it was what he escaped. Joe earned his nickname from the Moondyne region near Tudye, where he hid in caves and bushland while on the run. The Australian bush became his ally. It fed him, ate him, and taught him how to disappear. Time after time, Joe escaped custody, from chain gangs, from makeshift cells, and from guarded work parties. He slipped away, embarrassing colonial authorities and gaining a reputation as an escape artist without equal. His most famous escape came in 1867, inside Fremantle Prison. Determined to stop him for good, officials placed Joe in what they believed was an escape-proof cell. His daily task was to break stones with a hammer. What they didn't realize was that Joe was breaking something else. Patiently, quietly, he chipped away at the prison wall behind the pile of stones, hiding his progress in plain sight. When the hole was wide enough, Joe simply stepped through and walked out of the prison. The escape stunned the colony and sealed his legend. Eventually, Moondyne Joe was recaptured. He spent many more years behind bars before being released in 1873. By then, imprisonment had taken its toll. He later suffered from mental illness and spent his final years in the Fremantle Lunatic Asylum, where he died in 1900. Today, Moondyne Joe is remembered not as a violent outlaw, but as a symbol of resistance against a brutal system. His story lives on in statues, prison tour, and Australian folklore. He was a man who proved one thing above all else. Stone walls can hold bodies, but they can't contain a will that refuses to bend.
Moondyne Joe rap. Moondyne Joe rap. Name's Joseph Bolitho Johns, born Welsh with the grit, shipped west in chains, but the chains never fit. Convicting the colony, the system was cruel, stealing bread just to live, not a killer, just fuel. They branded me bush ranger, outlaw, escapee, but I was just a man who refused to stay knee deep in the mud of a system built on iron and paint. Every lock I ever saw just looked like a challenge to break. Moondyne caves, just brave, friendship memory was through. While the guards ran circles, I was gone without a trace. Chain gang shuffles and I vanished mid-shift. Like smoke in the eucalyptus, I'd slide and I'd slip. They said this time's different, the cell's airtight. Fremantle prison stone thicker than a warder's pride. Hammer in my palm, breaking rocks by the day. But I tapped at the wall while the rubble hit the way. Fremantle prison couldn't hold my soul. Stone walls cracked from patience, not force of control. They built it escape-proof, said this is the end. But the walls learn quick, you can't cage a man who won't bend. Chip, chip, patience sharper than steel. Stack the stones just right, let the secret stay concealed. When the whole set freedom, I stepped through the lie. Walked out calm as a sunset, painted rust in the sky. Never robbed with violence, never thirsted for blood. Just survived off the land, roots, rain, dirt and mud. Hunting me down like a beast, not a man. But legends are born when the law overstands. Yeah, they caught me again, fate tied like a vice. Years behind bars paid the ultimate price. Freedom came late, mind fractured with time. Last days in Fremantle, lost between reason and rhyme. But remember the name when the cell doors clang. Moondyne Joe escaped, etched deep in the land. Not a villain, not a saint, just a soul who said no to a system of chains. Australia still knows.